Hey guys, Coach Kate here with my assistant coach, Megan, and she is doing our first exercise for today, which is going to be the elevated frog hip raise, okay? So her soles of her feet are pushed together just like last week. The only difference here is that our feet are on top of the box, okay? If you're not feeling it in your glutes here, you may want to scoot a little bit closer to the box. Make sure you're feeling it in your glutes and not your hamstrings, okay? So belly buttons pulled to spine, squeezing those butt cheeks together as hard as we can. If you want to make it a little harder, hold for a 2 or 3 count at the top. Squeeze real hard and then come back down. Good. All right. The next one Megan's going to show you is our side lying clam. This is going to be the same as last week because our bottom leg is going to be straight. Okay? So bottom leg straight. Meg, come all the way down on your side. There you go. Good. Yep. And she's going to hook that back leg right behind her front leg and pull up. All right, make sure that toe is a little bit closer to your knee, right on top. There you go, good. Make sure your belly button's pulled to your spine, all the ways, hips pulled through. Good, we're doing 30 of those each side, okay? So do your 2 to 3 sets of those, make sure you're resting in between, and then we're gonna go on to our next superset. Our next superset will be our bird dogs and our quadruped side extension. So, bird dogs first. Meg's gonna extend opposite arm, opposite leg. She's trying to think about keeping her back nice and straight and raising that hind leg with her booty. So squeeze at the top, hold it a little bit longer, squeeze, 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 and then come back down. Excellent. We are gonna do 20 on each side on those. Perfect, Meg. All right. Next one, we're gonna do our fire hydrants or quadruped hip extensions. So she's gonna raise her knee out to the side and she's gonna straighten that leg and then she's gonna come back in and go right back down, okay? We're not going super high because she wants to make sure that she's still using her glutes and that she's not rolling her hip to the outside, okay? So she's going just as high as she can. Back in and down, excellent. Again, 20 of those on each side. Do both sides through, 2 to 3 sets. Take a rest in between sets, and then we're gonna move on to our third superset, which is the elevated glute bridge with an extension. So I call these the walking glute bridge. Beth's gonna call these the hip raise with an extension. So we're gonna be up in glute bridge, make sure all our weight's in our heels. We're gonna squeeze for a couple seconds, and then we're gonna raise one leg at a time, trying to not let those hips drop at all. Keep them nice and high. Job. Let's do a couple more, Meg, just like that. Those look good. All your weight in your heels, squeezing those buns. Squeeze them a couple seconds at the top before you try to go from one leg to another. That'll help get the glutes engaged. Good, let's do one more, Meg. Belly button to spine, squeeze the butt cheeks. One leg up, then the other. Good, trying to keep those hips nice and high. Excellent. Good. Okay, we're doing 30 of those, guys, 30 of those. So, last thing, we're doing a Superman. Remember these from last week? We're on our bellies, pulling up our hips, squeezing our glutes, legs stay out nice and wide, core stays nice and tight so you're not feeling it in the lower back. Squeeze your butt cheeks as hard as you can. Coming up, we're doing 30 of these this week, guys, 30 reps of these this week. All right, and that's your supersets for today, ladies.